Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video. Where we talk about a newly shown Hot Toys figure, and the figure that they officially did show just last night was a reissue of the homemade suit from Spider-Man, but a Far From Home version, which comes with Far From Home accessories, basically. I'm not really going to be talking about that figure too much. What I'll be talking about is the figure that's in the background of two of the images from this homemade suit, which is Mysterio. This is the character and figure that I've been waiting for forever. I thought for sure, like 100%, that we'd see him at Comic-Con. I was very confident that Hot Toys would make a Mysterio figure, so when they just didn't show him at Comic-Con, I was super disappointed. But lo and behold, they are producing him. Well, at least they're producing the prototype. We'll see if this figure ever actually makes it to retail, considering, you know, most of the movie villains that Hot Toys makes never actually get put on pre-order. Only about 50%, maybe even like, I'd probably say more like 45% of figures that they make of Hot Toys, or sorry, of Marvel villains actually end up getting produced. I think Mysterio has a decent chance of it, though. He's the type of character, villain, and figure that I think Hot Toys will actually make. So if I had to put money on it, I'd say that I'd put it at like 70% chance that they'll put him on pre-order, if I had to guess, just based on the type of character, the type of figure, and Hot Toys' track record. I'm guessing that this is one of the villains that they'll probably put on pre-order. Jan-Rog is one of the villains that they probably won't, though. If I had to guess, that's how I'd guess. So I'm hoping this figure actually does get made, but whether or not it will get made, only time will tell. Let's talk about the actual figure. He is in the background of these images, so although they are like full body images, they're blurry, which is unfortunate. You know, I wish that we did get a good look at him, but for now we have an okay look. So overall, I think that it looks like a really cool figure, except I have one like major issue with it, and that's the dome. The dome itself looks really cool. It looks like it is reflective, and it looks like there's a lot of different color in there, and maybe some smoke and stuff. I'm not 100% sure how they're getting that effect, if it's just kind of the coloring on the dome itself. But it looks really nice. I do like it quite a bit. My issue with it is that it's quite large. Now, that might just be because of the angle here. He is tilted forward a little bit because he's supposed to be like coming after Spider-Man. This is obviously a semi-spoiler alert from the movie, although I think everybody's seen it by now, but this kind of, they're trying to reenact that shot of him from the not hallucination, but the dream, not dream either, the kind of trickery scene where he's kind of messing with Spider-Man's mind. And there is a direct shot where he is actually like shooting a big like laser from his hand at the homemade suit of Spider-Man as he's like fleeing. So that's supposed to be what this shot is kind of trying to represent. But he is leaning forward a little bit. But the dome just looks massive. It looks way out of scale considering what we've seen. Now, personally, like, I don't think that that's a deal breaker. I still like the big dome looks cool. It's not accurate. So I'd have no problem with how it looks. It doesn't have a super accurate look because of how large the dome is. The rest of the figure, though, from what I can see, looks really nice. Looks like there's a lot of detail in the chest, in the armor sections, and it looks like the costume itself doesn't restrict the articulation too much. I would assume he'd have a very similar costume to Superman, Vision, that type of thing. So we'll have to see if it restricts the legs very much, but the arms seem to have a decent range. And then the hands that he comes with are very cool. I do like those open kind of spread hands, very Mysterio-like. The cape looks neat, although based on just the position that it's in here, it doesn't look like there's a wire in the cape, which I'm disappointed about. I would have much rather had a wire. I feel like if it did have a wire, they would have posed it a little bit for the shot to make it look like he was flying, but unfortunately I don't really see that happening. There's one other shot of it, and it's basically the same thing, but it's just a slightly smaller image of him. But as you can see, you can get a little bit more idea of the detail in the armor there. Again, it looks cool. There's a lot of detail going on in it, and overall looks like a great figure, other than the size of the dome. I think the dome is just too big. This shot is a lot more where he's not leaned forward as much, and it still looks quite big. So I definitely think that that is going to be an accuracy issue. However, that's not a huge, like, that won't be a deal breaker for me personally. I also think that the cape could flare out a little bit more around the shoulders. I think that it does kind of just drape over the shoulders really simply. I wish that it had a bit more flair to it, but that's something very small, of course. Overall, though, I'm very excited for this Mysterio figure. I really hope it gets made, and I hope that it comes with some cool accessories. Obviously, smoke effects is what I really want. I want to see smoke effects that can attach to his hand, and maybe smoke effects on the base, similar to what they did with the base of this Homecoming figure. Let's see if I can find a shot of it. Oh my god. Oh, there it is. So the shot of it here, like this has a piece of the base that wraps around the base that's supposed to represent the kind of illusion going away, like the pixelated version of the illusion, which I think is actually a really cool idea. So I really hope that Mysterio comes with something similar like that, but have it be like the green smoke. I think that would be really neat. And then I hope that they just release this drone with it too. This is a great looking drone. It's quite big and it looks just awesome. Like, I really like the drone a whole lot, so it would be great if Mysterio comes with a drone. Or maybe they do like a deluxe set where Mysterio comes with 2 drones and then the standard version doesn't come with any drones. That would be neat as well. I'd be totally into that. So overall, very happy to see that there is now at least a chance that Hot Toys will be making a Mysterio figure. I can't wait to see some better images of it, to actually get high detailed images of it, and hopefully it goes on pre-order soon. My fingers are definitely crossed. So let me know what you guys think of this reveal of the Hot Toys Mysterio in the background of the homemade suit images, and thanks so much for watching.